So yeah, once again, doing that thing with your eyes again. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. We're over here at the shop at the Jasen Law Motorsports engine assembly room. We have the 14B motor on the engine stand. We have the engine out of the car. We wanted to kind of show off our McGee injection system that we use on this car and the 97 car, kind of go over some of the cool things that McGee has to offer as they're kind of up and coming in the 305 and the 360s. Without further ado, I have Jay here, who's our mechanic, crew chief, all of the above, builds the engines, puts them together, does all the graphics. So when you see that, you know, all the cars, how pretty they look, that's all him. So I have him here. He's going to kind of go over the injection system itself and kind of explain all the cool things that they have to bring to the table.
Yeah, like he said, we just want to show this new fuel injection system we got. Like we do our own motors, and we run a limited sprint motor here in Florida with the Top Gun Sprint series. What that is we run a steel spec head, and it's a 23-degree angle head. But McGee has came out with this injection system to work really well on a 305 Race Saver, or a ASCS 360, or say a Sportsman motor, a limited type sprint like we run right here. So it's really nice to have an affordable injection system on the market, because I know when we wanted to upgrade from our old Hilburns, you know, when you look at the injection systems out there, they're really pricey by the time you get everything you need. So what McGee's done is put a nice package together where you basically get everything you need for one price. So we're going to show you some of that. Also show you some of the nice things about it and some of the things that are just different. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the air cleaner setup. This is actually a Kinzer air filter setup, because the kit, the injection comes with a base and a top, so you can use any 4-inch air cleaner setup, whether it be K&N, Walker. There's some other ones out there. What we'll do is go ahead and pull this off, and then we'll just start showing you some of the other things. Okay, so as you can see here, here's our base that they send with the injection. A couple different things here. The stacks are different lengths, and they're also on angles. This is their newest setup, and on the dyno, this design has shown to give more torque. This is what they're really specialized in, is getting more torque, because on the top ends, all the injections, when they've dynoed them, have been pretty close to the same, but these injectors have shown about 10 foot-pounds of torque over the other brand of injectors. We've ran them all, they're great, but I think this is the best bang for your buck. A couple things that you've got to address. One is the sealing of them. They are having some new seals made to work with this, but they're not available yet. So what we did was just get O-rings and put O-rings on there, and take a wire tie and just, you know, hold it down, and it seems to work fine. So the next thing I'll do is go ahead and pull these out so you can see. It's the other neat thing is the way this mounts. It has 2 bolts right here and 2 standoffs basically, and they bolt right into the injection, so you ain't got to worry about a bunch of silicone and all that stuff. So what I do is just take those loose, loosen your stacks up, just grab it and the whole thing comes off. They will go ahead and put restrictors to whatever your specifications, and you see these are put in at the top. We're required a 2 3/16 on ours. We have found these to be superior is in the torque and in on takeoffs. I mean, you can idle these things down and take off from a crawl, and they just come to life. As you can see, these things are very nice. They do all their own anodizing in-house. Pretty much everything they do themselves. They've been in business a long time and they know what they're doing. So if you want a set of these, you call Phil. You let him know exactly what you're doing, what class you're running. Give him some of the specs on your engine. Let him know the size head you're running, and so they'll build a set to your needs. The other awesome thing on this injection is where this barrel valve is located. No more, fiddling, trying to get your hose in and off, through the center here, trying to set your barrel valve. Everything is right up here in the front. Got your main right here, low speed. I mean, it can't get any simpler than that. The only thing I will say with this setup, if you run valve covers with a crossover in the front, one of our other motors has that. We did have to modify it a little bit just to make a little bit of space right here for that. To maintenance these things is just crazily easy. This right here is basically a jet flowed, and so instead of having to have several sets of nozzles, you basically have sets of these, whether you want to rich in or lean the motor. So I mean, it's that easy to change. You just take your hose off, take these inserts out, put either bigger or smaller in there, and then if you want to to clean your nozzles, it's just a matter of pulling these out. Nice, beautiful little workmanship on those. And that jet insert goes right there. So if you want to detune, rich in it, whatever you need to do, you can have a couple sets of these. And I mean, it's that easy. You just switch those out. This is our second set, and literally we have bolted them on the motors and not had to do anything. I did check the barrel valve, but it was right on point. Filling them, they'll send you a sheet letting you know where you need to be on your high speed, low speed main, your pop-offs, and basically we haven't had to touch it at all. Yeah, so Phil and his family have been doing this a long time. There's not a lot out there on this unit, so we wanted to do a video on it. The great thing about what I have encountered with them is the service that you get is amazing. He gives you his cell phone number. You can call him anytime. Any trouble with fuel settings, if you're at the racetrack, I mean, they just make themselves available. They really care about the racers. They race themselves. So with that being said, we're real happy with them, and I usually don't do much product reviews or things like that, but I mean, they really have helped us out on this deal. It's and I like to see the people who might be wanting to upgrade, but it's a lot of change for those other injection systems, and this thing comes with pretty much everything you need at a great price, and it has great results. It's value priced, but it's definitely not a value piece. It's well made. If you're interested, give Phil a call. We'll leave his information in the video. He'll help you out. If you're struggling with fuel systems or fuel takeoff, they have an answer, because they've been doing it so long.
So that's going to pretty much wrap it up for this one. Once again, if you guys want to check out McGee Injection, we'll leave their link down below. Give Phil a call. He's a great guy to work with, as Jay said. So if you guys have any questions about any of this stuff that you have for us, leave them down in the comments below. If you guys want to see more videos like this, leave that down in the comments below. We'll catch you guys.
Subscribe.
Like, subscribe, like Jay said, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Peace.